Johnny Depp and Kate Moss were one of the most beautiful couples in show business. Their passionate romance took them from London to Hollywood and Cannes, sometimes leaving chaos in its wake. When they broke up, Johnny took responsibility for it. 15 years later, Kate said she spent years and years in tears, and now the supermodel has been asked to testify in the infamous defamation trial. Today, we recall a high-profile romance between the iconic couple. This is the fourth installment of Johnny Depp's love story. Who did we miss? And who else do you want to hear about? Write in the comments. Hello everyone. You're looking at Johnny Depp's files. At that time, after she was noticed at the age of only 14, Kate Moss had already become one of the most famous supermodels in the world, a walk star, who would later show off on the cover of a British magazine more often than anyone else in history. Johnny Depp was, well, Johnny Depp, the star of Jam Street 21, Edward Scissorhands, and What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Actor who never gave up his style and always preferred eccentric characters. Fashion writer and former Vanity Fair columnist George Wayne introduced them in 1994 at the Tobacco Cafe in the West Village. He wrote on Instagram, "She went with Naomi to the place that was then our favorite. I took her by the hand and immediately led her to Johnny's table in the center of the restaurant. Johnny is Kate. Kate, meet Johnny." He had no idea that they would later become a couple for many years, destroying hotel rooms around the world during their hitherto unforgettable union. As Kate later said, she knew from the first moment of their conversation that they would certainly be together. "I've never had this before." "It's cute," Moss added. "So are you going to say or not? Are you and Johnny going to get married?" "I won't answer anything." Kate has never had a problem talking about Johnny Depp. In the mid-90s, the host of the British morning show asked the supermodel about how romantic her then-boyfriend was, and she said that Johnny liked to surprise her with parties and gifts. "Oh, tell me, what kind of gifts?" the host asked. "He gave me a diamond necklace that he hid in his ass," Moss chirped. Years later, she remembered the decoration again. He said, "Kate, I have something on my ass, you have to look. I do not know what it is. Could you take a look?" She said in a Nick Knight movie. "I've only known him for 3 months. I put my hand in the back of his pants and pulled out that fucking Tiffany necklace. It was nice not to find a boil. This necklace is pretty damn cool." The media couldn't help but revel in the stories of lovers who moved their romance from London to France, from Los Angeles to New York, creating a number of headlines along the way. According to People, Depp and Moss couldn't help but have their hands, lips, mouths, or legs intertwined. Just a few months after they met, police were called to New York's Mark Hotel, where they found the couple's presidential suite trashed after an alleged altercation. According to the police, the bridge was unharmed, the adept was in a state of possible intoxication. The actor blamed the mess on the armadillo, which, according to him, was hiding in the closet. However, no such creature has been found. He was arrested on charges of intentional hooliganism. But the charges against the actor were dropped on the condition that he would not get into trouble for 6 months and pay almost $10,000 for damages. "Johnny, do you know what happened?" "Excuse me. Tell me, what happened?" "Well, you know, these nice people are here. It has absolutely nothing to do with Kate," he said later about the incident. "Do you want to hear the pure truth about what happened in that hotel? There was a cockroach the size of a baseball in that room, and I chased after it, but missed." In January 1995, Depp threw Moss a party on the occasion of her 21st birthday, Viper Room. He gave her a stunning white slip dress from John Gallion, and she treasured it very much for a long time. "It has traveled with me everywhere for many years," the supermodel once said in an interview with the British Walk. "This is the most perfect dress." Their passionate quarrels were legendary. Depp claimed that he and Moss had sex in each of the 63 rooms of the legendary Chateau Mormon in West Hollywood in Los Angeles. It is reported that he even filled the tub with champagne at the Portobello Hotel in London so that they could swim in it. They were seen together at high-profile events, including the Golden Globe Award ceremony at the Cannes Film Festival, and the premieres of films featuring the actor, including Donnie Brasco and Don Juan DeMarco. In 1996, they were photographed on vacation in the Caribbean with Noel Gallagher and his then-wife Meg Matthews. It is reported that Moss appeared in the version of the single Oasis of Fairies and Dongu, as well as in the third album of the band Bihiano, playing the tambourine. Depp is also credited with playing slide guitar in Fida Naught's composition. Although the couple broke up in 1997 after 3 years and rumors of engagement, they briefly appeared together at the Cannes Film Festival in May 1998. There, Moss was reprimanded for wearing a bikini in the corridors of the legendary hotel. In response, she reportedly trashed her hotel room and was banned from going there for life. Perhaps she was still worried about the Depp, who took responsibility for their breakup. The actor blamed stupidity, work, and his youth for their breakup. "I have never experienced such emotions towards a woman before," he said in an interview with Hallo in '98. "I was so stupid because there was so much going on in our relationship. I'm the one who has to take responsibility for what happened. It was difficult with me, I let my work get in the way, and didn't pay as much attention to it as I should have," he said. "Of course I have to worry about my movies, but when I get home, I have to try to leave these things behind. I couldn't do it, and it was terrible to live with me. Believe me, I'm a complete idiot at times." Meanwhile, it was no secret to anyone that Moss had been coping with the breakup for a long time, telling Vanity Fair in 2012 that she had mourned this relationship for many years. "I really lost the ability to trust someone. Years and years of tears, oh tears," she said. Depp was with the French singer Vanessa Paradis 1998 to 2012. They have 2 children, Lily Rose and Jack. He married Heard in 2015, and they divorced in 2017. Moss has a daughter, 19-year-old model Leela, firm publisher Jefferson Hack, and firm 2011 to 2016. She was married to musician for Kells Jamie Hames. Since 2015, she has been dating photographer Count Nikolai von Bismarck. Despite the fact that both Kate and Johnny have married other people, the old flame has not died out. In the 2005, in an interview with the British Morning Show of the Good Morning TV channel, Depp defended the bridge. After the model received a negative reaction to photos that reportedly showed her sniffing. "She is very perceptive, very smart, and has a big heart," Depp Moss said. "She's a good mom, but she's a living person. And the press doesn't allow it, and it's unforgivable." According to himself with the news, Depp said he was shocked by the brutal attacks. After years of wild stories about her drinking, Moss told magazines that she stopped going to clubs, adding, "I'm not a rebel. But don't burst the soap bubble. Behind closed doors, there's no doubt I'm a rebel." The supermodel recently testified in an infamous lawsuit when Heard mentioned a recent incident with her. Heard said she thought of Moss during a fight with Depp on the stairwell, saying she punched Depp in self-defense. Moss called the court via video link from England to lay down her version of events. She said that when she and Depp were in Jamaica, there was an incident with a ladder, but she stressed that Depp never touched it. "We were leaving the room, and Johnny left the room earlier. There was a downpour. When I came out, I slipped, fell down the stairs and hurt my back," she said under oath. "I screamed because I didn't know what had happened to me, and I was in pain. He ran back to help me, carried me to my room, and gave me medical help." When Depp took his place again during the interrogation, he agreed that everything happened exactly as Moss said. Moreover, Depp said that he was actually the person who told Heard this story, apparently trying to warn her about the slippery stairs. He said he had never personally heard these rumors before accusing the Aquaman actress, who seized on them to use them as part of her accusations against him, which, in turn, according to Depp, are disgusting and false. Despite the supermodel's relationship status, social media was thrilled with her court appearance. And many said that Depp was delighted when she appeared to refute Heard's previous testimony. Johnny smiled when Kate appeared on the screen. "It would be great if they got back together, because it's cute," wrote an attentive viewer. Meanwhile, another asked if it was worth mentioning how Johnny's face lit up when he saw her face on the screen. And after a 6-week trial, the jury concluded that Amber Heard defamed her ex-husband by calling herself a public figure representing domestic violence in Article 2018. 7 jurors of the Fairfax County District Court of Virginia overwhelmingly found the charges to be unfounded, awarding him $15 million in comprehensive damages caused by the publication of an article for The Washington Post. And Mr. Depp announced his victory, saying that this decision gave him his life back. Did you like our video today? Then give him a like. Don't forget to check the subscription and the bell. Let's help the channel grow further. Also watch other videos on the channel. From news about the Hollywood legend to videos about the filming of films and the trial of Amber Heard. All this you will find in playlists conveniently assembled for you. Vladimir and Johnny Depp's files were with you as always. See you soon. Bye-bye.